kind of sitting around that like that 3, 4, 5 ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as the VP teams, or Navi potentially. But actually, I don't know. They could beat Navi for sure. I feel like they could take games off of just about anybody. So not sure how this series is going to end up. I do like Alliance's draft. I think the Batrider last pick is super nice. There's a weird balance. They want to build a lot of armor because Alliance has heavy physical damage, but now there's this Batrider and there's also a Kunkka, which makes you kind of want to get a BKB on like your Troll, maybe even your Void Spirit and Death Prophet eventually.
So, are you also favoring Alliance? Sounds like you're kind of tilting that way.
Yeah, I don't like the support duo from them. Mostly just because I don't know how they're going to rotate and get kills. Like, Void Spirit kind of needs to farm a Eul's first.
So
yeah.
Talk to me about the bat a little more, because like, I've seen you play it a lot in your stream, and also when you were playing on NIP.
Yep.
Like, you usually play as a support.
Yeah.
Do you like him better as core here? Or?
In this position, I think it works best as a core. They could have even put it mid as well if they wanted to, just because it has 3 good core matchups this game versus Death Prophet, Troll, and a Void Spirit.
S4 going for it. He's got the 6 napalm stacks
really
up on
slow,
Miposhka. One more auto attack. Can he get in range with the Troll slow? Turns around. Miposhka is going to just barely go down, but they get the trade on the bat.
I'm not sure he needed to turn there. I think he was confident that he was going to live, but he was wrong.
I think with the Troll axe slow, he probably would have gotten away. That was close. But first blood drawn by Alliance. S4 will be right back in the fold. So you mentioned the support duo being a little, like, potentially weak here on the HellRaisers side.
Yeah, I just don't see how they rotate and get kills. Like, Shao Demon wants to go mid and, like, set up a gank with the disruption, but it's disruption into Spirit Siphon. Not sure that it really equates in a kill, which makes it hard for them to make moves and set up those initial kills, which will lead to them pushing towers.
Yeah, the only thing I can see is like a disrupt into an Aether Remnant, but that also gives Alliance a lot of time to rotate and react.
Yeah, it also means that Funnick, as a core, needs to leave his lane and go make moves, which doesn't really... He's going to become a glorified support if he makes too many of those moves and doesn't get a lot accomplished.
You dare question the Moon Lord?
No, I'm not questioning him. I'm questioning his drafter, mostly.
Does he still have the Moon Lord persona, or is that kind of phase over?
I think he's gone a little bit.
I think I muted him on Twitter at some point. It was just, it was getting to be a little much.
I'm all for Dota players showing some personality.
Oh yeah, it was some personality. I can't take that away from him. Well, so far, seems like pretty decent farm here on our Kunkka and our Weaver. However, S4 is struggling. He's got 1 CS. He is going to try to dive Nyx, though. He's got the 7 napalm stacks, FNG. No points in the stun yet. Make it 8. Still diving.
Dude, S4
Still diving.
Crazy.
Still diving. Looks like he should get the kill. He does. He does it again. Miposhka, though, turning back on FNG, will collect that experience and hold the lane for now. Man, S4 is just a suicide mission today.
Yeah, but how is it actually working out for him? Because this is a lane that he's supposed to be, I would say, winning. He's the last pick hero. He's supposed to be enabled this game, and he actually, even though he got these 2 kills, he has 1 CS.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Troll 10-5 despite the death.
Yeah, and Jakiro's actually getting some levels, which might be able to help Troll out in the matchup. Get some slows going on the Batrider when he does kind of commit for these kills.
And you got to get those boots as Batrider, right, so that you can actually threaten them later on. So he'll try to catch up now. Has 130 gold banked up, and the lane is pushed out, which is convenient for him. Take a quick look at our other lanes, Death Prophet versus Kunkka. Looks like Limp pulling ahead a bit in the matchup, but Death Prophet's still getting decent experience. And our top Weaver, Nico Baby, just utter free farm.
Yeah, this was a really good move by Alliance. They put, usually FNG would be playing the 5 position out of the safe lane, but they decided to let Hanskin play Furion, which is a hero he has played in the past, but this hero doesn't operate as well in the off lane as a 4 position. So he's playing a 4 Prophet, but it's in the safe lane in kind of a lane securing position, and Shadow Demon and Void Spirit don't really do much at all to him.
Yeah, and with the early Blightstone plus the Swarm, like that's a lot of minus armor. It's pretty scary to man up against these two.
Yeah, they have a really tough time even fighting up against Furion alone, let alone a Weaver Sakuching in and hitting them with the Swarm.
By the way, nobody ever got this bounty rune.
Yeah, I was playing mid yesterday in my turbo game and nobody got it either. I was getting pretty upset.
Reported.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, you were playing turbo with Grant, you mentioned.
Yeah, we're like really good.
Yeah, but your MMR's too high. So you need to throw a few games, get back down in the slums with the Archons and Legends of the world.
No, it's great though. I brought my MMR over to NA, and now I'm like ranked 22, so I just have this cool badge, and I look like I'm really good at the game.
Ah, the true plan behind the retirement. Go to EU, you know, get that MMR boost. As we do see action up top.
Action on bottom as well.
Funnick trying to post up on Hanskin here, but he's got to back away. So yeah, both lanes dual lane and back to bottom. Nyx has to TP away. FNG getting roasted by this Chikiro. S4 also dangerously low. Maposhka is like basically 1v2ing them at this point. He's got the stick charges. He's got the liquid fire. Another dual breath if he can get in range. S4, the madman. He's going back in. Once Maposhka 7 stacks, he's going to go down first. Maposhka stays alive. S4 having a disastrous lane, and Nyx going to make it worse.
He's going to get the kill right before the bounties.
So no one ever got that bounty,
No one ever got that bounty. You hate to see it.
Do you think they should stack? Like, should it be like a double bounty next time? Or do you like the punishing, y'all suck and you should have gotten the bounty? So we take that
I don't even know how to respond to that because, like, should they be punished for just not taking the bounty rune, the free bounty rune? I guess. But
why don't they have let's make it a double bounty? You know, like
yeah, they just stack up.
Yeah, and then people want to go battle.
Stacking bounty rune bait.
Yeah, yeah, the bait.
They're still not getting this one.
I think they forgot it exists.
They're trying to gank mid. They want to pressure the tower with the catapult, but yeah, here they go. Oh, Furion ports in with the treants.
FNG setting up.
Yeah, they're going to need to defend their mid tower here.
This is scary for DP. Does have Roger behind him now. But that disruption may not save you with Torrent and Boat. They're going to come in with the stun. Torrent to follow. Disruption.
Oh my gosh.
Not even being used. He just gets deleted. And now the tower likely to fall as well. It is a level 2 Shadow Poison.
Maybe. There's a lot of tower damage going on there.
They're going to try to keep the Kata alive as long as possible. Roger getting forced back. Has to be careful. The Boat is available. It's only a level 1X though.
Oh, nutrients. Okay. Yeah. This tower is actually going to
And Rogers might die as well. Limp is thinking about it, but doesn't have anything to hit.
These ports are too late.
So they'll lose FNG, but they do get the tower. Funnick forced to rotate in. That's going to give even more freedom to Nico Baby. Not looking great after a nice start down bottom. They've kind of thrown some of it away, just looking for the map control to ease things back. This S4 died again while that was all happening, by the way. So
this is one of the reasons why Furion can be a really good hero if you can play fast like this. The fact that he can port mid as a support and help secure the mid tower at 6 minutes is huge. Limp will now have some decisions to make. Does he want to just try and like power farm his jungle, do some stacked ancients, or does he want to kind of roam and gank and get active on the map?
HellRaisers looking to secure their stacks here and maybe defend this tower. So they roam the Death Prophet towards top. Mid no longer feeling very safe. But Alliance want to get aggressive.
Void Spirit's now level 6, so he's going to start being like a roaming ganker type because they really do need him with the Shadow Demon and Jakiro in order to connect on kills.
Sonic walking into the Torrent, the Boat follow-up. Oh, nice to assimilate. Dodges away. And with the DD on Limp, that probably was a kill otherwise. Meanwhile, bottom, S4 almost dead again. Down to just a shred of HP.
Yeah, this lane did not go as planned, which you really don't want to see your Batrider having a bad game.
Do they have any stacks for him? I don't see anything.
No, no way.
No stacks.
They've been busy. They've been doing other stuff on the map. They said S4.
Is he going to find the bounty? Up. All right, he's got it. Saved.
Oh, Death Prophet. Big commit on the ult here.
Limp going to TP away. Doesn't make it out in time.
He claimed a bounty. That's plus 200 Dota points.
What do you get with those Dota points?
I actually don't know.
Dude, I opened the compendium announcement page, and it was like literally like a book.
I think you get points that help you level up your battle pass.
Okay.
Right? It's simple.
So it's like levels, basically.
I don't actually think it works in private matches.
Okay. So it's a lie.
It still kind of shows.
So it's false advertising here is what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Not that our viewers are playing private lobbies very often.
No,
Let's be real.
They're not. They're not.
No offense, you guys.
Yeah, no offense, scrubs.
But offense. Mid lane. Roger getting drove here.
Nico Baby. The tier 2 tower does a lot of damage, Nico Baby. Oh,
huge commitment, and actually used the smoke there to save himself, I believe. But
did he?
I thought I saw smoke. In any case, does live. Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
Yeah, it is pretty early. It's before noon. Hallucinations do happen.
A very droll reply, Peter. Handskin caught out, goes for the TP. Can
S4's in trouble. Or S4's
trying to
doing
kill him.
some
No,
stuff
just
bottom
gets
as
away.
well.
Meanwhile, as you mentioned, action also down bottom.
It's a troll ult, which will dispel sticky stacks. He does not get it off.
Miposhka. Do they pursue for more? Don't have the swamp just yet, so he should be okay. Phonic just falling short on that Nature's Prophet kill attempt. Very active mid game here. 9-6 the score, even as outposts are being claimed. Looks like FNG going to try to steal Miposhka's, but gets off the ice path, and FNG might just have it. It's going to be very close.
Nope. They both got experience. Super close.
All right. So settling down a little bit now.
HellRaiser supports roaming together. I think it's a good move. They could find some kills, but not just the two of them. They need to connect with one of their cores to make sure they have damage.
Hanskin TP's right into both supports. That is not what he was expecting, but he's actually going to post up. He does have S4 there to assist, though S4 is very low on mana, so not much of a help.
Roger's got the Quelling Blade for the Furion Sprout.
Top lane boat getting dropped.
After the tower dies.
Well, can they chase out Nyx? No backup here. I mean, while split push bottom, Alliance are looking for their safe lane tower of HellRaisers, so it looks like that should be a trade. No sign of a defense.
Yeah, HellRaisers has been able to slow the momentum of Alliance, though. I thought they would probably get this tier 1 tower bottom much quicker based on the speed that they got to tier 1 mid. But it seems like Limp has kind of retreated back into his jungle and has chosen to just kind of farm rather than get active on the map. Here we go. Death Prophet all expended for the tier 1 mid.
Do you think they can fight into this?
Alliance?
Yeah.
I think so. For sure. The Kunkka is really strong. He has boat on cooldown for 35, so.
They do have swap now. And that disruption range is not the best.
Oh my, they're going to go on him.
Oh, that's not ideal as
he gets swapped.
Limp is going to get swapped back. FNG retreating out. Meanwhile, the lasso on the disrupted target, so everybody getting denied as Kasani just stands in front with the Ghost, doing good damage, but Nico Baby latching onto him, bringing him low with the Swarm. The Ice Path ushers them away, and the Ghost will return. Tower is held. Miposhka clipped by a Torrent, but a full disengage. Only Venge dies.
Yeah, Venge dies. He uses one of his swaps. Kunkka now has boat up. They did use a lasso as well, but Death Prophet ult is down, so they're probably just going to back up and kind of go into farm mode.
And they do need to farm here.
Phonic is rushing the Eul Scepter to help them with their catch, as I do think that is kind of what they're lacking. Right? They have good setup off of Disruption, but you don't always want to be using Disruption offensively to set up for your other disables. You want to save that to maybe help the person who's getting lassoed or comboed by Kunkka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roger working towards the Aether Lens, though that'll be quite a ways off.
Oh, they'll have a Eul's on Death Prophet as well. So they'll have Disruption, double Eul's, and then the Void Spirit Aether Remnant to kind of set up their stuff, set up the Ice Path.
Meanwhile, we do see Limp progressing towards a BKB. Just picked up the Mithril Hammer as Scan will catch Phonic moving in bottom. Wants to punish S4, Aether Remnant off the mark. Won't be able to connect. And now they may go back and pursue Phonic potentially. FNG's rotating into position. Has the stun, has the swap. Good. Dissimulate again.
Such a good Dissimulate game. Able to dodge so many of Dire spells.
Yeah, they're all about that like slightly delayed combo initiation, whether it's like the X and the Torrent or the missile. They don't really have any instant stuns.
Yeah, that's sort of the weakness of Kunkka. Like, sure, his stuns and his damage are great.
FNG is going to go down. But yeah, exactly right. Like, there's no instant disable here, just a lasso, I guess.
Yeah, Venge stun has travel time, super easy to disjoint. It's going to be hard for Alliance to catch people once all the Euls come out as well.
But Nico Baby's farming well. Kunkka is farming well. If you're Alliance, is that enough like as a recipe for this game? If those heroes just continue to
it's nice,
stack
but
up items.
If the Batrider doesn't have a great game, he's kind of the only person on their team offering heavy magic damage. And I think if Radiant gets a couple of armor items, and the Batrider can't kill them because they don't have really BKBs, I think Alliance will be in trouble damage-wise.
Oh, they're baiting at the Haster, and Kasani going to get caught out here. Roger does have a disruption. He's a bit out of range. Kasani wants to take this fight, hanging on to it. Posting up on FNG is going to roast him with the Ghost, so now stays alive. Alliance have to be careful here.
Roger did not
Death
get
Prophet does
off.
end up getting finished off, though, and now it's HellRaisers in a headlong retreat. They've blown their Exorcism. It's a big opening, and they will chase forward, looking for more Funnick. Dashing away with his last Astral Step. Can they pursue further? Limp, he's got the X. He doesn't have a Torrent follow-up. He's going to reel him back in, but that'll be where it ends. So they blow Exorcism. They just overestimated their ability to keep the DP alive.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon just got ran down there by Weaver and Furion, and then kind of just died to, like, I think it was a Furion ult or maybe some Kunkka Cleave, like some AoE, just kind of clipped him and put him down right away. He didn't really get any spells off. And the Troll wasn't there. It just was a fight that HellRaisers was definitely not ready for.
But you were definitely, it looks like Kasani is on the same page as you as far as the armor item, so he is trying to rush Ashivas here after the Yules.
Yeah, Yules is pretty standard on DP. It's super value. Gives you that catch you're missing. It stops people from porting out. But after that, he's going to get that plate mail and try to tank up. Oh, nope. Swapping it to a BKB, so we're both wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance, and that's kind of where I saw the strength in Alliance's draft, is if they can force their opponents to get early BKBs, then the Weaver, the Venge, the Kunkka Cleave, they have a lot of physical damage. Just kill them through their BKBs.
Limp has his BKB inbound on the Courier. They walk into him on the high ground, and he just stands his ground and smacks them down. Now they're in retreat. S4 very close to the blink. Doesn't have it just yet, though, so looks like HellRaisers probably get away.
Troll also swapping out the SNY, unless he has it. Nope. Yeah, he's decided not to finish his SNY. He's going to go for a BKB as well, and I think that'll be HellRaisers' next timing is BKBs.
Does seem like Alliance are very good at playing keep away, though, right? Between the swap, the Batrider's mobility, like Kunk is just tanky.
Sure.
And Weaver's very mobile as well, so I wonder if they can just like bait those BKBs, dodge them, and then take fights.
Yeah, maybe. I think the catch from the Void Spirit will be enough to kind of start the fights, and Venge will probably have to swap that person out if he wants to keep them alive, and then they'll at least get the Venge kill, hopefully.
Speaking of kills, FNG is going to set up here on Maposhka, had the backup inbound, and they do descend, secure the twin head kill, and not looking to push this towers. The wave isn't quite there, at least not for the moment. They'll get another ward down.
Yeah, pushing towers right now is not important for Alliance. What's important for them is that they play in the enemy team's jungle and stop them from farming. Because HellRaisers is in full dodge mode right now. They just really want to get these BKBs, and then they'll look to contest. And if Alliance can use this time just to farm some enemy heroes, they can get a huge experience and gold advantage. So that when the BKBs do come out, Alliance is far enough ahead that it won't even matter.
Well, they do manage to continue the keep away game, get the kill on Handskin. Limp did have an Arcane Rune. Looked like he wanted to engage. S4 with the blink now. Can they find anyone? Oh, Kasani, this would be a big grab. The Torrent's on point. The boat is there, but interrupted by the Yule Scepter. Well, S4 went for the lasso on the backside, is going to isolate Roger. They still have the enemy outpost, so they will be able to TP in the Weaver, chase for a little bit more. Funnick forced away. They only get the Shadow Demon.
I'm surprised S4 didn't just go for the Death Prophet there as well. I think they could have definitely killed him. I'm not sure Shadow Demon was capable of stopping them.
Maybe he thought someone else would be there to like get his follow-up stun, and he just wanted that twofer.
Shadow Demon could have disrupted the Death Prophet, right, during the lasso, but you know, after the disruption, I still feel like Death Prophet could have died there. So this is kind of what HellRaisers wants to do. They want to rotate around the map. They want to find farm. They want to keep farming on their cores, get their BKBs, and if they lose a support here or there, you know, not the end of the world. Alliance will be building a bit more of an advantage during this time because HellRaisers is sort of conceding the map to wherever Alliance decides to go. But they'll have an opportunity to take a good fight once they get these BKBs, and that will be the telling tale of the game.
They are hunting Kasani right now. 4 heroes clearing out the northern stretches of woods, but in fact he has eluded their grasp and will retreat back to his own jungle.
Oh my gosh. Space. That is the definition of space right there.
Roger says, thank you very much. I'll take this mid wave.
Nico Baby has his BKB now, so he's feeling very confident to play it forwards on the map and give his team much needed information about the whereabouts of the HellRaiser heroes.
Yeah, they don't really have the best lineup to deal with a fat Weaver. Like, he's, aside from if they can somehow get that Yule Scepter initiation with the Void Spirit and burst him, but I think he might already be too tanky for that.
I think Troll, if he gets farmed enough, could carry the game.
Lasso on Funnick. Initiation by Alliance here, but the Yule Scepter interruption. Funnick will dissimulate and get back to safety, even jumping away.
Zoning DPL.
Do they have any follow-up for this? Doesn't seem like it. I mean, you mentioned the catch is not great, and if you jump the Void Spirit, he ain't jumping you. So Funnick surviving, but at the cost of a DP ult. Got to imagine Alliance will wait this out and then look to take a fight.
Yeah, Troll has finished his BKB now, I think. Yep, there it is. Death Prophet is sort of close. Almost there. About a third of the way away. I guess it looks like Alliance is not going to try and force any sort of Roshan.
They could, right? With Venge, Weaver.
They could, but it's risky. It's a risky play. It puts them in a bad position.
Instead, they'll try to secure this jungle, deny HellRaisers access to their triangle, and they've got the Prophet to split push. So Hanskin, he forces out the Glyph, forces the Nyx rotation. Almost brings the tower down, is now in deny range. And they're still just threatening this middle area of the map. Like, always 3 heroes kind of somewhere in the neighborhood, plus the Prophet to TP in. Won't commit to anything, though. So HellRaisers will get a little more time. They are very close to the BKB on Kasani now.
Roshan time for Alliance.
So they know there's almost a minute until Exorcism, and I mean, really, can HellRaisers fight into this? They do scan. They know it's happening.
I think they could. I guess they decided they can't. One thing they maybe could have done is try to posture themselves on their high ground here and sort of delay Alliance.
Like throw in some ice paths and poison.
Yeah, and then wait for the DPL. But they also, not only do they need DPL, but they still need a BKB on Death Prophet. Otherwise, even if she had the ult, she would just die.
Go Baby forcing some TPs out here as Limp was just a little bit late with the Torrent. So he will get away. Meanwhile, chase continues. Alliance looking for more. Hanskin disrupted and
got the courier easy.
Yeah, pretty nice victory though. Funnick, is it worth it? Dissimulate, dodge, and he heads to the north, jukes him out a little bit, but also so far away from the team. Not a lot of great options to escape as he gets swapped into a stun, and with the physical damage, he will quickly go down. So they're fed up with this Venge. There's a bounty on her now.
Really feeling the lack of catch from HellRaisers now. They're now in a position where I feel like they know that they can fight. They have both their BKBs on their core heroes.
And Alliance can kind of just walk away whenever they want.
Exactly. When they catch this hero, they really need to kill him.
Lasso on the DP. The BKB is available. Has the Exorcism as well. Nyx, he does try to post up on Nico Baby, who just heads towards the squishy Roger on the backside. Will almost bring him down, forcing out the defensive disruption early. Kasani BKB'd. Does Nico Baby get out of here, though? They're locking him down. They will be able to kill him once. He's got the Aegis coming back for round 2. Limp, still healthy with the BKB of his own. Nyx getting forced back. Can they muscle down this troll? He gets back to the high ground. The Exorcism doing good work. Kasani alive during this time. They'll pull back in Limp into an ice path. The catch is Alliance diving into their grasp. And then HellRaisers with the punish. The Yule Scepter. They've gotten 2. They pop the Aegis. It's going to be 3. Hanskin goes down as well. And Alliance go a bridge too far. And they pay a heavy price.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Huge fight for the HellRaisers there.
Who needs catch when you're diving tier 3s with tier 2 still standing?
I'm having flashbacks to the Alliance game the other day when he was playing Slark, and I just flamed him because he dove between the tier 1 tower. He dove in between the tier 1 and the tier 2 mid tower
And this was like, it's like I can do better, Peter. I can do more today.
He went tier 2, tier 3 towers, but I think he was fine. I think he was able to play up there. I think the bigger issue is that
the team was not able to get away as easily.
The Death Prophet with the ultimate somehow got on top of Kunkka.
Yeah, he was trying to stick around and help the Weaver. You know, it seemed like Nico Baby was,
you're right.
looking a little risky. He's like, oh, maybe I can assist him. As they will find Funnick. Going to chase towards Miposhka, and now that clunky twin head will be finished off here. What the hell is that? There's like a sky corpse of a courier.
Where?
Do you see this? If you zoom out.
Oh. Yeah, I got it.
What the hell is going on? That's spooky.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tripping, man.
Okay, so 2 big kills there for, I mean, two decent-sized kills for Alliance there. Looks like they just caught HellRaisers just not ready to fight. They probably didn't have either of their BKBs up, and maybe they're healing. They'll wait for their heroes here, and then they can actually look to play the game. There's no Roshan at the moment, so I would suggest going towards the bottom half of the map.
They are mustering that way. Nyx out in front. Did complete the Basher, by the way. Not sure if we mentioned that. Going back for the Sanj. So does get some more mobility and catch, and we saw he could dish out the damage if
Is Fearon going to get out here? He's
Weaver overextends.
Looks like he's getting caught.
And Skin in trouble. Oh, the Centaur to the rescue, perhaps. Sprout, and instantly eats his way in. And
he's
going
to
chew him up. Yeah. Are you listening to me, Peter? My God. Has the BKB, but not going to get to use it. Finally pops it with the ult. Chasing after Limp. Nyx is so low, they're just walking away. He gets the bash, he gets the net, but he's got 3 heroes all around him, and he gets critted into the grave.
Needs some boys with him. Can't be up there by himself.
And even with the basher, he still doesn't have enough catch, it feels like. Needs the team to support.
Yeah, Death Prophet was top. Or I guess Death Prophet ported there.
Is one of the issues for their team, though, right? They're not the most mobile. Like Shadow Demon, Twin Head, I mean, even DP. Yeah. And they lost those early towers, so how do you get to these fights? It's pretty tricky.
Yeah, they're pretty slow.
Clunkers.
Oh my gosh, they found the Shadow Demon.
Right onto Roger. They do have that ward in the lane, so maybe saw him heading this way as S4. With the help of Limp, we'll secure the Roger kill. Back up just a bit too slow. That ward has been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, this one here?
Yeah.
I was going to flame it earlier, but I guess you're right.
Well, they'll be happy with that kill. Can Alliance force the issue at the tier 2? Exorcism is online.
There we go. Lasso on Troll in mid lane.
They're just getting picked apart. Nyx forced to BKB. He doesn't have the ult yet. He's going to try to fight. He's so far away from the team. He's spending his whole BKB just running. That is not what you want to see from your Troll. And swap back in. Nyx with the Flame Break. Now the X. This Troll can't go anywhere. He does get off his ultimate. Will he even get this first kill on FNG? With his dying breath, he will. But then he goes down immediately. Kasani, though, latching on the Limp. Now backing away and having second thoughts as Nico Baby onto the high ground, chasing back 3 heroes. The torrent clips Kasani. Do they actually want to go for the DP? Seems like the last hero you want to target. Nico Baby godlike.
This was like a first pick Weaver almost. I think they 2-3'd it this game. It was first pick Shadow Demon, they went Weaver Venge.
And it's looking like a last pick in terms of the performance.
Yeah, they just have nothing to deal with. Oh wait, he's dying actually.
Oh, nothing like a tier 3 to kill him off. Just caught under an ice
Nico Baby, the tower diver. Oh my goodness.
Well, the bug gets squashed by his own greed.
But yeah, they're really lacking catch, I guess, and whenever they want to fight, they have to pop the Death Prophet ult because otherwise they just lack damage. And Troll's not really connecting on any targets. He's having a really hard time fighting.
Yeah, every fight seems to start with a lasso initiation here, or maybe like a swap into a torrent or a stun. You know, I can't really recall the last time HellRaisers has had a clean jump of their own. They got that 1 kill almost on the NP, and then suddenly Nyx is surrounded by 4 heroes, like all the way at the dire tier 2 bottom. He's going to find a Paladin sword now, so that'll help him sustain if he can hit anything.
Yeah, that's sort of the issue. He's not really connecting. But he is connecting a little bit, but he's not lifestealing that much. So this actually could be a big difference. And I was trying to think, as the game proceeds and as these cores get more and more items, who actually has an advantage? I'm not sure. Weaver is really single target, which makes him not incredible in the late game.
S4 caught out here. Swap as he force snaps away. A bit awkward, but does manage to get the Invis rune off and the blink out now. Torrent. Sorry, X rather, as Nico Baby chasing, gets the swarm off on 3 heroes. Is going to force Nyx back. He's got to deal with this. And meanwhile, Nature's Prophet coming in. Hands get directly on top of the Troll. Troll is going to BKB and ult at the same time, but he instantly gets lassoed. He's not getting to hit anyone in these fights. Kasani still waiting on his ultimate. 7 seconds away from that exorcism. Can they get kills and keep this Troll alive? In the meanwhile, Nyx just going to go down to a Tidebringer. And now Kasani on a killing spree, but Funnick will fall, and the Death Prophet just has to let it go and walk away.
Yeah, Troll is just having such a hard time in these fights. He's got...
I feel like he's a yo-yo on a string right now. Like, he just gets, like, jerked around every fight. I have another look at that. Can see Nyx has to blow the ult and the BKB. Instantly lassoed. Pulled away so far from the team.
And then as soon as his BKB ends, he just gets halberted.
He feels like he's got to be like almost the ruse, you know? Like, it's not going to be him who carries these fights. It's got to be the DP with the way Alliance is playing.
Yeah, he's going to finish his S&Y here, which will be helpful.
Is there an item he can get that would, like,
Satanic
resolve this? You think just the status resistance and lifesteal is enough?
Yeah.
Just stay alive
longer. He needs it because, you know, worst case scenario, if he can't connect on anyone, he can just go range form, pop Satanic, hit whatever is near him.
Hit anything.
Yeah, just hit anything.
The Treants will be his saving grace, perhaps.
For sure, for sure. Just try to smack something, get your HP back up, and then eventually, you know, when you get lucky and somebody's just on top of you, swap melee and, you know, bash, bash, bash. Get yourself another kill. But we are going to have a Roshan spawning here pretty soon. It's going to be a huge fight because HellRaisers is ready to fight now. Here we go on mid.
And once again, right as they're ready to fight, they're getting lasso. Disruption does come through. They've got Exorcism. They've got BKB. Kasani looking to turn this one around. He engages onto FNG. FNG, though, with the Ghost Scepter, buying himself a little bit of time. Well played by him.
Yeah, buying himself a lot of time there.
They are chasing forward for more. Walks right into Limp. Good damage being done, though. Here comes Nico Baby pumping in the auto attacks. Can he finish off Kasani? He does. That's the Exorcism down. And Weaver free to roam on the backside. He's going to get Funnick as well. That's 3 dead.
Look at Troll.
It's just Troll against the world, and the world wins again. A 4-for-1. FNG MVP of that fight?
Yeah, he played it super well. He made so much space, and he kind of set up all of those kills, and he stayed alive for so long. He's got the Ghost Scepter. He's got the he's got the Vlads, right? So even after he dies, he's still kind of there. He used both the swaps, so
yeah, the Ghost Scepter seems super value because all your mid to late game damage is the Troll right clicks and the
something's off with
Exorcism.
HellRaisers draft, right? Something is just not connecting. This Troll is just not having a good time this game.
When did they pick him up again? Was he early? I think he was later on, right?
Yeah, it was decently later on. It was the only thing that was left from them was the Bat Rider. That was the final last pick, and oh, there they go, GG.
Oof.
I think the Venge is good versus Troll because you can swap that target out.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same interaction he has with like an axe. Just save the person that he gets on top of.
It was a little rocky early for S4.